Okay, so this is our 5.7.12 applied lab. Let's go ahead and get started with this. All right, like the other ones, this is where you are plugging in the information. So on the giant produce sheet, which is the one we're on, we're using sum if, average if, and count if to complete the table found in I-17, which would be down here. Scroll down here, I-17 through K-19. So the total weight of the pumpkins. Okay, so with this, we're doing the sum if, right, for this purpose. I'm just going to make sure I have my right formula here. So we are doing equals, hold on, cursor don't want to work. Try this again, equals sum if. We're going to do our parentheses. Our range is going to be the category, and then we're going to do a comma, and then our quotations, and this should be pumpkin, P-U-M-P-K-I-N, spelled correctly, right? And then comma, that should be our other. And then enter. And our total weight of just the pumpkins should be 5161. So I'm going to check my answer on this. Right? Let me carry this down to the other ones. So I'm going to carry it down, but then I want to check because I want D5. Delete 5. And this is going to be through 14. And instead of pumpkin, this is going to be squash. And this is going to be E5 through E14. And then this one is going to be D5, oops, D5 through D, oops, 14. And this is going to be watermelon. And we want E5 and then we're going to go through E14. And that, yep, I got my sums all taken care of. So for the same thing, I'm going to see if I can do a right fill. Copy, I'm going to move this over here. But on this one, we're going to do sum if. Instead of sum if, we're going to do average if. We're going to do E5. Nope, we're going to do D5 through D14. We're going to leave it at pumpkins, but instead of F, we're going to go E and E. And then actually going to do something different here. Down. We're going to copy it down here, and this, instead of D5 and D14, we're looking at squash and E5, E14, and then our average of here, D5, D14, watermelon, and we're going to go E5 and E14. And I'm going to check our answers here. My average if is good. All right, and then our last one, our count if. So we're going to try to do count, oops, spell it right, count if. And again, we're going to come over here and select these. And our reference on the count is going to be pumpkin. And this should be equals count if. And we're going to do again. This is going to be here, comma, squash. And you can see there's 2 squash. And I'm going to actually, oops, do the equals count if. I'm going to try to get this in before my dogs start barking. So count if. And our reference here is going to be that one, comma, watermelon. Close, close, enter, and check the answers. So I got the first 3 done. Our next one is asking us to, on the horse race sheet, to create a formula in F5 here that will return yes if the race time is less than or equal to the qualifying time, and no if the race time is greater than or equal to the qualifying time. Instead of typing in the times into the formula, use H5 as an absolute reference. So that's the $sign one. All right. Sorry, my dogs are being ridiculous in the background. All right. So for this one, we should be doing our if equals if. All right, our logical test, if we want race time is or less than or equal to the qualifying time. So we're going to do if this is greater than or equal to, actually, nope, we're going to do if this is less than or equal to this, and that's going to be our absolute reference, then we're going to say yes. Actually, we're going to put that in. Oops. Okay. We're going to put this in our otherwise. We're going to say no. So is 2.29 less than 2.21? No. So we also want to do our absolute reference here. So we're going to do $sign. So that means that when I copy this down, it should keep the H5. So if I look at that H5, H5, H5. So what it did is it made this number, the H5, stay. When I copy it down, it didn't go down to these cells, okay? So I'm going to check my answers. And so far, so good. Everything looks fantastic. Any questions? Let me know.